Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Marlene, and today I will create a beautiful 24-ounce cold cup peekaboo. This is great for gifts or just wanting to learn something new, so stay tuned. So we're going to start by prepping the cup, sanding it down with a 220 sanding block. And the reason for this is so that anything you put on it will adhere. So here I am coating the cup with Mod Podge with a makeup brush from the Dollar Tree. They work really good for making thin layers. Some creators love to water down their glue, but I prefer not to. I also add tape to the areas where I don't want any glitter. Make sure that when you're applying your glue, you're not making big old clumps or big old streaks, because you will be able to see it when you apply your glitter, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure it's a nice even layer all around. So here I'm going to grab my heat gun so that I can make it dry faster, so that I'm able to apply another thin layer in case I missed a spot. Well, the second layer will help you ensure that you have a fully coated cup. The glitter we're going to use is Sweetheart from Glitter Heart Co., a beautiful rose gold that under epoxy looks amazing. I added only one coat of glitter, but I made sure I covered it with plenty of it. Let it dry, and then we're going to be ready for our next step. I didn't seal my glitter because it's only one color, so movement isn't a big deal. I'm adding a layer of Aluminite quick coat. Dry time is about 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on the environment. You want to remember to be very safe with these things. You want to be in a ventilated area and you want to use your proper PPE. Please be very safe and always read the directions to your epoxy. So when you have an even coat, go ahead and remove the tape from the bottom and clean the rim with a coffee filter and some alcohol. And then you're going to pop your bubbles as well. You are going to want to have the top real clean, no epoxy on it, because you will run the risk of lifting and your top won't be able to close properly. I've had that happen to me once or twice, but you want to prevent that from happening. So that's why you want to make sure that the rim is always very, very clean, free from epoxy. So guys, I made a big mistake, so learn from it, okay? I think a second layer would have been the correct thing to do, and you will see why once we move on to the spray paint. I'm going to lightly sand it again with a 220 grit paper, and I'm going to cut my designs on Cricut. I use this Lilo and Stitch design that I purchased from Etsy, but you're more than welcome to use any sort of design that you want. And here I'm using a stencil vinyl, I'm sorry, but you can also use a removable vinyl for this. It's pretty, it works the same way. I don't mind using this, and since I have it, I just use it instead of using vinyl. I went ahead and added a lot of hearts because I really wanted this glitter to pop from every angle. Like I said, it's really, really, really pretty once you have that glitter and the light hits it. I'm telling you, the recordings and pictures do not do justice on it. If you think it looks pretty, it looks even more beautiful in person. Now we're ready for the spray paint. I taped the rim and the bottom, and for this I used the metallic Rust-Oleum Champagne Pink. This is where you will see that on the top and on the bottom it's a little bumpy due to not putting an extra layer of epoxy. Unfortunately, with spray paint or any sort of paint that you put, even if it's acrylic paint, you will be able to see any little bump. So you want to make sure you add an extra layer so you don't run into this problem, especially if this is going to be a gift or if you're going to sell it. So this is my favorite part, removing this stencil. Once it's dry, you may use clear coat to seal it, but I didn't, and it was okay. Everything went good. But you want to be very careful as you don't want to scratch the paint like me again. Other than that, I mean, I loved the way this cup came out. I am so happy I tried it. This is actually my first cold cup peekaboo. So here I decided to mix more quick coat and add some additive to my epoxy called Glorious from AB Designs. It's so beautiful as well. It adds a little shimmer to it when the sun hits it. I also added these little golden hearts. I believe I got this mix with a lot of different hearts and stars from Michaels. It doesn't have a name, but I'm sure you'll be able to find something like this either on Amazon or at Michaels or any craft store. So here I'm going to apply my little hearts, but I'm going to apply it one by one because I only want them in certain areas, because I wanted to take the attention away from the little bumps under the paint. But I mean, it was fine. I really like the cup. I used a torch to pop my bubbles, and then I cleaned my rim again with the coffee filter, and I let that dry, and then I applied my last layer of Amazing Clear Cast Plus from the same brand, but this one has UV resistant, so your cups last more and they don't become yellow with time. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and remember to subscribe and like, and if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments area or follow me on social media for more. Thank you.